All right, as we look at the first 4 picks in our NFL Nation mock draft, the Bengals, as anticipated, take LSU quarterback, Joe Burrow, with the first pick, followed by Chase Young, Jeff Okudah, and Tristan Wirfs to the Giants. So, you know what that means. The Dolphins now on the clock. This is where it could get really interesting. Cameron Wolfe makes the first of their 3 picks in the first round.
It's been 20 years since Dan Marino retired. It's been 24 years since the Dolphins last had a Pro Bowl quarterback. It's time. The board falls so the Dolphins can choose between Justin Herbert and Tua Tagovailoa. They've done extensive homework on both. The choice comes down to this. Is it a bigger risk to bet on Tua and his health or to pass on Tua and his talent? And what's the saying go? Scared money don't make money. So with the 5th pick in the ESPN NFL Nation mock draft, the Dolphins select Tua Tagovailoa, quarterback, Alabama.
Love it, Cameron, and he did it from the beach. That alone is unfair. Mel, we certainly understand the injury history. What makes Tua a potential star at this level?
Accurate, precise passing, and think about it, the Dolphins wouldn't have to give up any draft capital because of the injury, and it's an organization that passed on Drew Brees because of injury. Now you have the left-handed version of Drew Brees, and if they take him, just hope he can stay healthy. Sometimes college injuries follow quarterbacks into the NFL. Let's hope it doesn't happen with Tua, because if he's healthy, he can be that dart thrower that can lead you in the right places in the NFL.
Louis, I thought Cameron summed up that double-edged sword perfectly. Do you agree Tua should be the pick right here?
Yeah, I do. If they don't have to move up and give up any draft capital, I think if he falls into their lap right there at number 5, then you go ahead and you take him. You let Ryan Fitzpatrick go ahead and play this year. You give Tua a redshirt year, and then you unveil him in 2021. Look, as far as his injury history and what his projection is as far as his availability, I mean, look, I get it. I will say this, though. Some of the things that happened to Tua as far as injuries are concerned were under his control, meaning this. There are certain things that he's going to have to improve as far as his decision-making and that clock in his head when he's in the pocket as far as getting rid of the football that could alleviate a lot of the hits that he took in college that were unnecessary. And namely, the one where he got hit and his hip got dislocated. Look, that was a situation where he was getting outside of the pocket and trying to buy time and make a play down the field. He just got to have to learn to throw the ball away. If he can do that, I think Tua will be able to go ahead and have a long, prosperous career. Because, look, on the football field, there's no question about it. He is the most talented, pure passer in this draft. And that's no disrespect to the other quarterbacks in this draft. But if we weren't, and I know we can't really just throw injuries out the window, but if there were no injuries really to talk about here, would we really be having a discussion about who the best quarterback in this draft is? I don't think we would.
Well, and Nick Saban said the same thing about sort of that pocket awareness and evolving. So Tua understands that. Now the question, can he do it? That means the Los Angeles Chargers are now on the clock. Lindsey Thiry is there and ready to make the pick.
The Chargers and Phillip Rivers have parted ways after 16 seasons, leaving the Bolts in search of a new franchise quarterback who can once again help them contend in the AFC West. Among the list of must-have traits, a proven winner, athlete, not to mention a player who can generate plenty of excitement as the Chargers complete their relocation to Los Angeles and prepare to open the 2020 season inside SoFi Stadium. So, with the 6th pick in the NFL Nation mock draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select Justin Herbert, quarterback, Oregon.
Back-to-back QBs. Mel, give us the 4-1-1 on Justin Herbert.
Checks a lot of boxes, boy. Physically, athletically, smart, arm strength, everything, mobility. I mean, he can be really good, and he's developing. He struggled early. Think about the Auburn game. Gets him down to the 35-yard line. One of them put the ball in the end zone, he throws it out of the end zone, doesn't even give his team a chance. And there were some throws with anticipation, some locking on the receivers, but he got better late in the year, culminated all with a great end of the season, then the Senior Bowl week, Senior Bowl game, Combine, Pro Day, everything he nailed. I think for the Chargers to excite that fan base, they need to do that. I think he's the right man for the job.
All right, Louis, do you like the fit, Justin Herbert to the Chargers?
I like it if they're going to continue to be a run-centric football team that really is going to emphasize play-action passing to where they're able to philosophically cut the defense in thirds and basically open up throwing windows and make it easy for him, especially early on in his football career. He's not a guy who is really advanced as far as being able to sit back in the pocket on third down and really read out defenses and go through his progressions and dice people up that way. That's not what he was asked to do at Oregon. So I think as long as you manage the expectations for him, then fine. I mean, look, I'm not under any impression right now that the Chargers really believe that Tyrod Taylor is a long-term answer. So I absolutely believe that they'll pick a quarterback here. But I think if it's going to be Justin Herbert and it's not going to be Tua, and Tua gets taken ahead of him, then I think you have to, without a doubt, manage expectations and tailor the offense so the throws are easy for him, the reads are easy for him right out the gate, because it's just not what he was asked to do at Oregon, and they're going to have to take it slow with him to make sure that they don't overwhelm him too fast, too soon.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.